What is up with these men texting the women's daughters who I'm just not getting it. Is that what's going on with this case? Do we have another Naziah Harris type of situation? Let's get into it from the beginning up into what we have it today, because I believe this is still developing, and we got to remember everybody is innocent until proven otherwise. This is for entertainment purposes only. You know, I don't waste no time. Let's go. Let's take it from the beginning. This story starts a couple of days ago. It wasn't that long at all, which is why I'm saying it's still developing. With a mother named Tiara Christie on her Facebook said, I was with this ninja for 5 years, and he'd been around my daughter since she was 5. So she's setting up the story so we can know what's going on. I can't believe that he would all of a sudden take an interest in my daughter. She's saying it disgusts me that she came to me crying about how he doesn't talk to her like she's a kid anymore. Again, folks are innocent until proven otherwise, but she's putting out this on her message. It was almost like she was heated and could not wait to put this out. She goes on to say, he's been trying to get her to be an adult and do S things with her, but because she is older now, this is the type of betrayal from him I will never understand or forgive, and his disgusting a family that stands by him and calls my child a liar. Now, this what makes this different. This is brought to me by somebody who know I'm following the Naziah Harris case. What makes this different, as opposed to what we have seen allegedly with Naziah Harris, in that she came to several family members and saying, look, this is what's going on with Jarvis Butts. This mother is stepping out there and immediately believing her child. But it appears, allegedly, that it may be some kickback from the family. That stands that this type of betrayal from him I will never understand or forgive, and it's disgusting. A family that stands by him and calls my daughter a liar can all go to hell with him. Y'all can all get hands and feet about my daughter. Y'all can get all, oh, so she's saying that she will swing on everybody. At the end of the day, he violated y'all read it right here, who literally just turned 10 last month in February. Extra exclamation points, she's upset. She trusted him and loved him. I will never understand how anybody can be a mother and not believe their child. I believe my baby no matter what. I don't give a how nobody feel. And she went out of the regular exclamation points and put the red ones. You really can't trust nobody around your kids, as we know, unfortunately, or not everybody. You have to be very selective, because let's say this too, and I don't know if I've said it a lot because we've been dealing with things back to back. There are some good fathers and some good men, stepfathers, some good boyfriends, some good men that have stepped in and changed the trajectory of a child's life, specifically if, a male figure is not involved. I'm not saying that you need one. I do believe the family is more balanced when you do have somebody else to come in and give another view. But in this case, she looked like she could have possibly picked a monster. So you really can't trust nobody. Let's say some people around your kids, and it's sad and scary, as which we know. Like, who talks to a child they claim to love like this? So this was the original post that got everything, and I'm sure there are a number of reasons why it got that way. For starters, we have so much going on right now. I think more and more light is being shined on these stories like this, because behind Naziah Harris, because it's happening all over the world. And there are some people who believe that because Naziah looked the way that she did and gravitated, that if her attention, she got some attention versus some other people. I want to delve into that, and we want to be honest about that. Does looks play a part? As a matter of fact, if you think looks do play a part, please put it in the comments. In terms of children who are more attractive tend to get more attention. We believe that there are already some things where if you're a certain race, you get more attention. But let me know in the comments if you feel that. Let's get into the text messages. A trigger warning. Make sure you understand that off cuss. But the first one says, I want you to lay with. Now, this is allegedly her phone, and her meaning the daughter's phone, and it's being receiving messages from daddy, which is her boyfriend. This is not her biological father. He says, you want me to lay in there with you, or are you fine? She says, I'm fine. Okay, then he gonna say, I'm just bored. I hate when mommy go to work and I don't be having nothing to do on what you doing. So basically, the little girl saying, I'm watching TikToks, looking for things to do. And then he gonna holler like fun stuff. Again, alleged. Yeah, did you ever, I'm not gonna read that, y'all see, just asking. Then they go into even further. Yeah, did you, we said it again. Why? So it appears that he is fishing, allegedly, for her to become an adult, like they were saying. No, because I don't like boys. And then he go into detail. It's something girls and boys do. It's just with a, he gets really graphic right there. And he says, oh, says, I'm not trying to get you to like boys. I'm just trying to give you, and then goes into it. So this, again, this is very graphic, but that what she's showing. And then goes into it again. We only got one life to live, Lay. Just try it. If you don't, then I'll leave you alone. Alleged. But if this is true, and the mother says it's true, we're going to go into what his response is. This is beyond disgusting, right? No, I don't want to. Please stop asking. Just ask mommy. She is an adult. You can ask mommy when she come back, but not me. That's not appropriate. Now, I want to pause here because this is one of the things that's coming up. What has been said in some of the things that I'm saying is that this child writes very advanced. I'm going to tell you now, not everybody writes and types in text message gibberish. I know my grandchildren, my grandson in particular, when he was young, he was very intelligent and very articulate. I know a lot of children that are, especially at 10, we know babies that can talk 2-3 languages before they even get to walking. You know, there have been studies showing that the human brain can be advanced, especially if you challenge it. So I can see a 10-year-old doing this. But apparently some people can't. We're going to go into that too. You don't have to be scared of me. He goes on to say, I won't do anything you don't want me to do. So you said leave you alone, I will leave you alone. Just delete the messages and said, okay. Again, the delete the message situation. So now this is on the internet, y'all. People are angry and livid. Rightfully so. I told you we have the Nazai Harris case and we have so many other things going on that people like, not again. So he responds, Jaleel, he said, the fact that people dragging my name through the mud, and the B who sent the messages to my stepdaughter, everybody rocking with this ish. Like I really do some ish like that to whatever. And I have 2 daughters. Why would I risk everything? So he's explaining. Now, I'm not saying he did do anything, but I will say this, people risk stuff every day. I'm not saying that he's a liar. This is why I'm showing both sides. So I don't know if that was the best response. He said, why would I risk everything I built to do some ish like this? Any female I've been with that had kids never in their life went through no ish like this with me. I can't wait till the truth is revealed because y'all bugging the TF out. For real, the girl we was living with sent these messages to my stepdaughter over a $200,000 PP loan. So he's just saying exactly where this is coming from, saying that this has something to do with a loan. Me and Tiara got her for for real, the girl we was living with sent these messages to my stepdaughter over a $200,000 PP loan. Me and Tiara got her for in 2021. So he's not even saying that Tiara was involved. Like it's another person. She used my phone to text those messages. Why would I put my life in danger doing some ish like that? Why would I risk not seeing my kids again over again, I don't even know what that means, over some ish like that? This when the ish could come to light, y'all gonna look dumb and stupid. So he's standing on business saying, absolutely not. This is not me. I don't know what you got going on, but he goes even more into detail. Let's go there. Okay, so at first I was confused on who Lainey even was, because this text message is from Jaleel's viewpoint. Okay, so he was trying to show that there were some other reasons why she could possibly be angry with him. I believe that was the purpose of the text messages, but let's look at them really quickly. She says, you need to leave. You can't be here when she gets out. And I don't know where she is, but she's telling him he got to go. And he said, what the fuck did I do? It's not me. I'm going to call my mom. She said, okay, I'll wait for her. And then he says, I'm going to leave your house. I'm just waiting for my mom to pull up. This is real crazy. I can't believe you think I would stoop that low. So she's like, you calling my daughter a liar? And so I'm not calling her a liar. What I am saying is to you is I didn't write those messages. So I'm supposed to believe, put a man before my kid. If this is real, this is all alleged, she's not having any of it. My phone is connected to 2 items. Isaiah's tablet, I gave her an old phone I don't have anymore because it's broke. Again, and this is why he's releasing this or showing this. I don't F around with X shit like that. Who else would know I'm going to work in the morning? So he's talking, who else would text like that? You curse me out enough for me to know how you talk. This is her saying, I'm not leaving my daughter hanging until this shit is solved. I'm not having no school look at me crazy. And then he said, I know you know how I talk, but on the Jammer ashes, I would never, on Jamir ashes, there must be somebody that he knows, somebody's close to him. I would never do no S like that to a child. And he said, Jaleel, you complain about being bored all the time. That's exactly what you said in the text. And the crazy thing is, you hurt her feelings with all this ish. You said about never wanting kids. Then I see all these messages. Like nothing you saying is making sense. And then he's saying, I understand. So he's giving her a lot of different reasons why it's not him. So he goes on to say everybody in the house know my passcode. So he's trying to say, why would I do that if everybody got the passcode? If I ever did some ish like that, why ain't been tell you she been with you alone plenty of times? And then she said, you acting like I ain't have a whole whatever a DYFS case. I could lose my child. So he's giving her reason like, look, I need you gone. He said, you really don't believe anything you saying, and you sound crazy. You act like I wasn't with you when you went through it. Waffles. Bye. Don't come back in here. Every time I get whatever, he want to come. Bye. Why would they be reading y'all messages? Like, why would I risk my freedom like this? Why would I destroy my name? You really hurt me. So he's really painting the picture. You're almost like he probably know that he gonna put this out, and he wants the world to see where he coming from. Your freedom. What cop did I call? I came here peacefully. I was in tears before I got here. And then he say, I'm gonna do what I asked me to do and pack my stuff and leave your house because you don't believe me. And then she says, it's crazy. All you thinking about is yourself. And then pretty much she goes into F my daughter, right? I blacked out some of it because it was continuing from the other messages. So whoever recorded or taped this didn't make them continue it. So I just didn't want to keep repeating the same stuff. It's always F us. And he says, you told me to go. He said, you called your family, but you ain't do nothing. You called your family, but you ain't do nothing. I think that's what she's trying to say it. I didn't do anything. I've been nothing but loving and caring of both of y'all. So he's again justifying. This is just, to me, sounds like a bunch of smoke and mirrors. You can look at this if you want. You call and pause to read if you want to. You call your family, but you ain't do nothing. And don't forget y'all to subscribe. I create monsters for a living. And by that I mean characters who are some of the worst people ever. I do that to bring awareness to it. And these are some of my books that I've done it for. I've been a national best-selling author for over 20 years doing people like this. If this is real. And the text message craze is something that's new, because you would think if he did do this, that the last thing you want to do is leave track. But just like in the Nazai Harris case, we know that they do that sometimes. I call him because you calling me a PDF. I don't know to do, never happened to me before. And she said, have your whole family come. I promise you, everybody gonna regret it. So I guess she's saying if you bring everybody over here, people gonna regret it. And he said, what you talking about? This is my name on the line. I said, no. And then she said, now everybody calling me. I got something for you since you want to take it there. So I guess people are threatening her on his side. It appears that way. And he said, all you had to do was just leave. So she's saying, you got all your people. You bringing all your people. All you had to do was go. And then he's saying, look, I ain't gonna be out here on alone. Going to the next page, who gonna be there for you when you F up sick, going through it, etc. You really about to kick me out your life, and I don't been nothing but taking care of you. First of all, he sounds crazy in this. Even again, this is coming from him. If she believes this, the last thing you need to be doing is justifying anything. You need to be getting your things and going. So the fact that he's talking about something, you want to kick me out, yes sir, leave, because just that in the air is too much. She says, don't text me no more. I'm waiting on your mother and sister. It's nothing you can say to me after the day. Mine as well. Come outside. And he said, I don't do nothing to why are you making this like this? Like, he keep explaining, sir, go. Because again, let's say he's innocent and is alleged. I would be horrified. So the last thing I want to do is be staying in the house. But he's justifying. Y'all can pause right here and read these if you want. It appears that he's justifying staying around when he should be doing anything but get your things and leave. Let's go to the last one, because he's just doing a lot of begging, saying the same thing almost to me like he knows he's going to put this out. She says, you called everybody. He said, I don't call nobody. You call MFers before I did. And then she said, I didn't tell them ish. You did, just acting the way you did. He said, Tati, oh girl, and Taylor, I don't even do this ish. And then she said, and nobody did or said ish to you. I came to talk to you. So she's saying, I came to talk to you about this personally. I didn't bring nobody else in it. Again, just go. Okay, so those text messages went down. And then this is what ended up happening. So apparently he at some time got online and decided he wanted to show proof that he wasn't doing whatever in his phone. But in the process of doing it, this person said, oh, he definitely lied. Glad SMB on Facebook caught the deleted message from when he was scrolling. So he was scrolling. Apparently he was scrolling and showing messages from Princess Lay, who is the daughter. And when he did, this is kind of hard to see. I'm going to try and make it because it's a bad picture. But if you look before, it says, you good? The next message in the body, look before, I mean, right over here on the right side. Look at the right side of the screen. You good? And then it's, I'm fine. And then it says, I'm going to give you Zai phone so you can text me and talk to me so I can ask some questions. I think he meant you. Just be honest. It's between me and you. You won't get in trouble by your mom, okay? And then she said, okay. But if you look over here and you say, you good? Then it says, I'm fine. Can I get a Roblox? And then it says, I only got cash right now. So it's almost like this message is mixed. That I'm going give you Zai phone so you can text me and talk. That message appears to be gone after I'm fine on this side. Now, if I look at this, I'm not gonna lie, is it me or is the I'm fine small? And can I get a Roblox? Now I don't feel like I'm saying things. It seems like this is kind of off. But it looks like that message is gone. So they're justifying, see, he deleted messages because he knew he ain't about nothing. This case is still developing. I believe I'm going to come back because there's so much smoke in the air right now. I want to hear what y'all think. Definitely subscribe. This is nothing new. The only thing that's bizarre to me is why would anybody continue to do this kind of stuff? But we're going to be getting into it even more. Subscribe and comment. I want to hear what y'all think.